Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Tony from Redbeard Podcast. So, hey, the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer came out yesterday, and it was awesome. So one of the things I really like about this is that Tom Holland playing Spider-Man is perfect because he's very youthful, and he's kind of playing that anxious, immature Spider-Man that we haven't seen yet. We've seen Tobey Maguire play Spider-Man, and it was kind of, he was the older version, and now he's kind of like the guy that doesn't know what to do with his Spider-Man powers yet. We've seen people in the suit before. We understand how that looks, but now we hear his voice and we actually get to see those eyes react with his voice and his emotions. The eyes move, which I think is really awesome. Michael Keaton is in this movie. I've loved Michael Keaton since he played Batman, which is a superhero, and now he gets to play the Vulture, which is a villain. And Michael Keaton is just such a badass actor. I mean, he's got one line in the trailer that's awesome.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Pretty baller. Can't wait to see Michael Keaton in this one. So one of the other things I think is interesting is they're really using kind of like that anxiousness of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker. He really wants to go out there and be Spider-Man, but I mean, you can't just jump out there and start flying off buildings. He's got to go to school, right? Think about when you were a kid and you were going to be 16 years old and all you wanted to do was drive, right? But you had to wait to get your permit. Well, this guy's Spider-Man. He doesn't want to wait. He just wants to go out there, but you need the right training. And what better place to get that training than from Tony Stark, freaking Iron Man, right? This guy not only is helping this kid and guiding him, but in kind of teaching him the ethics of being a superhero, but is also upgrading his suit and giving him the coolest stuff ever. I mean, he's Tony Stark. He has an endless supply of gadgets that can make his suit awesome. So I have a theory about all this. At the very end of the trailer, right, there's Spider-Man and he's kind of like holding these two pieces of the ship together and like eventually he's going to have to let go, right? Because you just can't hold on to that forever. So my theory is that Iron Man's definitely going to jump in and try to help him out, right? But Iron Man's not that strong of a guy. But you got Scarlet Witch who can kind of control things and she'll be able to maybe help lift that ship up. You also got the Vision and you also got a couple other people that could probably jump in there and help out. Ant-Man's one of them. So we'll see. I think we're going to see some other Avengers at the end of this thing.
So I really like the way that they're fusing the Ultimate Universe with the Marvel Universe and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So if you're a comic book fan and you've read all of these Spider-Man adventures, then you would notice that the dude sitting next to Peter Parker is none other than Ganke, who is actually Miles Morales' BFF for life. Basically what they've done is they've renamed the character as Ned Leeds. So if you know who Ned Leeds is, then you know that that's not Ned Leeds, right? This guy's not going to become the Hobgoblin. And I know it's Ganke. I do. You know why? He's building a Lego Death Star. And don't get me started on Zendaya as Mary Jane or Michelle or whatever you want to call her. How cool is it that they're actually going with the Ultimate Universe version of Mary Jane and also pulling a race swap on it, I guess. I mean, who cares if she's black, white, whatever? She's still a geek, a loner, kind of just chilling on her own, and her and Peter Parker are actually in school together. And while Tony and the rest of the world are bugging out over Michael Keaton as the Vulture, which, I mean, I agree, it's awesome. I mean, no doubt. There are other villains here. You don't only have your standard thugs and criminals that are robbing banks and whatnot, but you also have the Vulture, which we just talked about. You have the Shocker, and you have the guy that's providing all the tech for these guys, the Tinkerer. And you also have Donald Glover, who I believe is either playing or will be playing the Prowler. And more to Tony's point where he was like talking about his theory about maybe the Avengers coming in to help out. At the very end of the trailer, we do get to see Iron Man flying around with Spider-Man swinging through the city, which was friggin' awesome. And it just goes to show you like exactly what Sony couldn't do with the Marvel characters and the Marvel rights. Hopefully, one day we actually get to see him and the Human Torch chilling on top of the Statue of Liberty, just having a conversation.